Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Hunter Mr. 83 here, coming with a review on the Jordan 12 Breds. I'm not going to call them the flu games because these are not the flu games. If y'all know which one are the flu games, they're the 2009 release, which it had the suede upper over here with the sick emoji here and then, you know, that stuff. I did see that they had a pair of socks and shirts that had that emoji, but it kind of made no sense because this one doesn't have it. This is the, the closest thing to the retro. Now, into that, the quickest thing I'm gonna tell y'all is I just saw a review on the OG one. So if you're gonna complain about glue on these, you're nuts, because I've seen the OG ones, at least in video, and I've seen the OG ones back in 2011, but those were kind of, they weren't beat, but they were, in wearable conditions. But they had glue marks, so these are not that bad, in all honesty. Now, when I went to pick these up with my nephew, he did call me one little flaw right here, but you barely could tell it even in the camera right here. But you can't see it because it's a little dark, but it's a glue mark. That's easily taken off. You got a couple glue right there. And that's really it. I don't know if y'all see anything else. I don't see anything really. I don't know. I don't see nothing really much glue-wise in here. But that's really it on this pair. Now on this pair, same thing basically. Oh, right here. Y'all can see that glue right there. But that's really it. So if y'all do get some glue on it, don't be surprisingly mad, because that's just how it is. Now, getting into the sneaker, I don't want to do such an in-depth review due to the fact that there's like a million of them, but I'm gonna give y'all my thoughts and what I see in my hand. Now I will tell y'all this leather over here, it's good leather, does smell like leather, which is good. It doesn't smell like no synthetic stuff, but it's not as soft as I've touched other faux reptile leather or mimicking reptile snakeskin, whatever. But it's not bad. It's better than a lot of others, even better than actually the flu games from 2009. It's actually a little better than those. The upper, this leather up here, this tumble leather, is good, but it's not as good as the Oreo 4s. To me, the Oreo 4s, last year's Oreo 4s, just killed it for the tumble leather. That's really it on it. Then there's obviously the 2s. These are still factory laced. They still have a Jumpman. For anybody who says that this should have any type of Nike branding, no. Actually, by this time, he was already almost completely away from Nike brand. It was basically its own brand by this time. Now, recently, like about 5 or 6 years ago, if I'm not wrong, don't quote me on the date when he returned and basically joined with Nike again. Well, something like that. I don't know the logistics to it really well, but something like that happened. And from I think, if I'm not wrong, is a 12 and on, there was basically no Nike branding. And even the 11s didn't have Nike branding, but supposedly there were some samples that did. But I don't know about it. There's supposedly a rumor that the Space Jams that are releasing this year, which is another pickup that I will be copying some way, somehow. That's like the shoe that I've been looking since I was a kid. That shoe is actually supposedly going to have Nike Air on the inside. I'm not sure why, but I guess it's that, because like, if I'm not, like I said, I think in 1997, I think when these released, he was already basically gone completely from Nike and its own brand. And I think 11 was like the last shoe when they had a lot of influence. I think it was Tinker's last sneaker he really designed with them. I don't know the logistics. Like I said, y'all can go look at that up. I don't really care too much about that. I just like the sneakers. But I could tell you enough history on certain things. But I know that something like that happened. I don't know 100%. I don't think nobody truly knows that, but other than Nike and Jordan Brand themselves. But this is just like basic 12. I mean, there's not much more I can't tell you about this. I'm just happy I finally have them. I will do a 1 through 13 video soon for y'all to see, since I finally got all 1 through 13. Which are basically my favorite Jordans, are basically 1 through 13. And then I also like the 15, which a lot of people hate. But I hate to say it, but a lot of people hate that shoe, but a lot of people are buying sneakers nowadays that kind of replicate that shoe. Just look at the 15 and you'll see what I'm talking about. But anyways, this is my thought on the 12s. I love them. I'm happy I have them in my hands. It was crazy. Somebody was already trying to buy them off of me when I was getting me. He's like, what size are those? I was like, they're 13. He looked at me like, how much? Basically, like, you know, that look, and I was like, nah, but these are mine. I told him straight up. You know? So, anyways, yeah. Pretty dope. Oh, I see something a little different. I don't think this, the bottom is like that in the other 12s, but that looks pretty dope. I would have to check that out on an OG pair because the carbon fiber looks sick. But anyways, I'm talking too much. I could blab about sneakers all day. Y'all know that. Anyways, thank you again for the support, everybody. Comment, like, subscribe, share the vids. Let's get this channel up there. Y'all know, let's try to get this as big as we can. Anyways, thank you. Check out Instagram, Twitter, and Snub. Same as here. Henry Mr. 83. God bless. Later.